welcome to ERi-TV English News broadcast for this hour. I'm Bersabet Aghla reporting live from the headquarters in the capital Asmara, and these are the top stories for today, Wednesday 19 November. Training on administration and leadership in Eritrea. Popular campaign in Molki subzone to collect the harvest of families of martyrs. The UN endorses Trump's backed stabilization force in Gaza. And Finland, a NATO member, launches a military exercise. Starting with your domestic reports, the Education Office in Eritrea subzone southern region has provided a training to teachers on administration and leadership. The objective of the training, in which school directors, heads of pedagogy, school administrators and supervisors from 25 schools took part, was to strengthen the administration and leadership capacity of the participants. Mr. Kasseta Misginna from the Ministry of Education Central Office said that the training aimed to enhance the participants' leadership capacity and covered methods of leadership, scientific approaches to resolving challenges encountered during the teaching-learning process, as well as other related topics. Mr. Samson Nagash, head of the Teachers Association in the Southern Region, on his part gave extensive briefing on the law and objectives of the association. The participants conducted extensive discussions on the issues raised during the event and adopted various recommendations. Indicating the significance of the training in enhancing the teaching-learning process, Mr. Bayana Tasfai, head of the Education Office in the subzone, called on the trainees to practically apply the knowledge they gained in their daily activities. A similar training program has also been organized in San'afis subzone. In related news, a 3-month theoretical and practical vocational training has been provided to 185 youths from the administrative areas of Mbadorho and Waki in the Saraja subzone central region. Accordingly, 94 youth were trained in first aid, 25 in video camera operation, and 37 in beauty salon skills. Indicating that the training was part of efforts to enhance the vocational capacity of the youth, Mr. Samson Kifle, head of the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students in the Central Region, said that similar programs will be organized in other subzones of the region. Mr. Kifle Mariam Gabra Mescal, administrator of the subzone, on his part, called on the trainees to take advantage of the knowledge they gained to improve their livelihoods. In other news, students of Jahan Junior and Secondary School in the Molki subzone have conducted a popular campaign to collect the harvest of 350 families of martyrs and disadvantaged citizens. Mr. Asgado Mengustu, administrator of the Molki administrative area, and Mr. Binyan Berakhatab, representative of the Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare branch, indicated that the students, alongside their regular education, are actively participating in development programs, and expressed their expectation that such initiatives will continue. Noting that the program was part of initiatives carried out in collaboration with the public and members of the popular forces, Mr. Abedon Gabriyesus, director of the school, said that the activity is also part of efforts to inculcate noble societal values in the students. The Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare branch in the subzone has also extended educational materials to 70 disadvantaged students. Going back to Mandafara subzone again, Nurse Zerom Zamo, head of Araza Community Hospital, said that alongside efforts by health facilities, residents are exerting strong efforts to reduce malaria prevalence through cleaning areas susceptible to mosquito breeding. Indicating that malaria prevalence can be controlled through sustainable environmental sanitation activities, Nurse Zerom called on the public living in lowland areas to properly use impregnated bed nets. Mr. Andom Tizaz, a public health expert, said that in the subzone there are 73 village health representatives moving from village to village, actively participating in prevention and curative activities, which has contributed to the decline in the prevalence of the disease. Mr. Andom also called on the public to properly use the impregnated bed nets being distributed and urged patients to seek timely medical treatment at health facilities. International reports and more will follow after the short break. Welcome back. The UN Security Council has adopted a US-drafted resolution endorsing a Gaza peace plan and authorizing an international stabilization force in the enclave. The 50-member council voted on Monday to approve the U.S. text, which endorses U.S. President Donald Trump's 20-point plan to end the Gaza war and legitimizes the Board of Peace, which is designed to operate as a transitional governance body. The resolution also supports an international stabilization force to be established under the Board of Peace's command. The international stabilization force is expected to include contingents from Arab countries and beyond to help provide security, train a new Palestinian police force, and oversee demilitarization and redevelopment in Gaza. Hamas, which remains in control in Gaza, denounced the resolution, arguing that the International Stabilization Force's mandate to disarm militant groups in the enclave strips it of its neutrality and turns it into a party to the conflict in favor of the occupation. In today's final report, Finland has launched a large-scale military exercises 100 kilometers from the Russian border. The Finnish Defense Forces has said. The new NATO members' Northern Strike 225 artillery firing drills, which kicked off on Monday, will continue for a week in the northern eastern part of the country. A total of 2,200 personnel and 500 vehicles are taking part in the exercises, which the Finnish Defense Forces said are needed to train the army's artillery system and develop its performance in demanding early winter conditions, while also improving coordination between various units. According to the Finnish military, the end of the year will be an intensive training period for its forces, with some 20,000 servicemen from the Army, Navy and Air Force taking part in exercises across the country between November and December. Dear viewers, that was it for today, but before we conclude, a quick reminder of the top stories. Training on administration and leadership in Eritrea. Popular campaign in Molki subzone to collect the harvest of families of martyrs. The UN endorses Trump's backed stabilization force in Gaza. And Finland, NATO member, launches military exercise. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow same time with more news and developments. But until then, have a good one.